Right before left rule may looks very simple, but this is one of the biggest reasons why new learners fail German driving exam. Yes, you heard me right. In this video, I will explain the right before left rule using a simple two vehicle intersections as an example. So here, when the new drivers drive in 30 zone, most drivers apply this rule automatically without checking the situation. In this video, I will clearly explain who will have the priority and who has to wait. Along with that, I will explain when this rule will not apply. So intersections without signs will never confuse you while driving in Germany. So let's start with the core rule. The core rule says if you are driving through an intersection or a junction, and if there are no traffic signs, if there are no traffic lights, or if you are not driving on a priority road, in that case one clear rule applies, which is right before left rule, which means that if the vehicle is coming from the right hand lane, so that vehicle will have the priority. So this rule will work automatically. You just need to observe the situation correctly. So here, what it means by the observing the situation correctly. So here, just one thing we need to check. If there is a vehicle coming from the right hand lane, so he will be given the first priority. So now look at this intersection. So here we can see that there are two vehicles coming to an intersection. So here the green color vehicle wanted to go straight and the red color vehicle also wanted to go straight. So now we might be having a question, who will be having the first priority, or who will pass the intersection first? Or before using or applying any priority rule, so here we need to check few important things. So that's what we discuss in our core rule. So at these intersections, we can see that there are no traffic lights, there are no signboards. So which means that we can use the right before left rule. Additionally, this road is not a priority road, which confirms that we can use the right before left rule. So here, what it means by the right before left rule. So as we discussed earlier, so if there is a vehicle coming from the right hand lane, so he will be given the first priority. So now from this intersection, we can see that the green color vehicle is coming from the right hand lane for the red color vehicle, which means that the red color vehicle has to give the priority to green color vehicle. As the green car is coming from the right hand side, the red car is coming from the left side. According to the right before left rule, the green color car has to go past the intersection first, and then the red color car has to wait. So it doesn't matter who arrives first, and it doesn't matter which road looks wider. So in Germany, position will decide the priority. So which means that from this intersection, the green color vehicle will pass the intersection first, and then the red color vehicle will pass the intersection. So this is how right before left rule will work. So now let's talk about when this rule does not apply. So if you are driving through an intersection or a junction, and if you see if there are traffic sign or traffic lights are present, in that case right before left rule will not apply. So in that case we have to follow the traffic lights. Additionally, if you are driving through an intersections or a junctions, and if there are priority or give way signs exist, so in that case right before left rule will not apply. And lastly, if you are driving on autobahns or on highways, in that case also right before left rule will not apply. So now let's talk about some of the common exam mistakes. So whenever we are talking about some of the common mistakes, so these are the common mistakes what we need to avoid. So stopping unnecessarily when we actually have the priority. So this is one of the common mistakes what new learners do. Then secondly, hesitating too long and confusing other drivers. So this is also a common mistake what we need to avoid. And lastly, giving way to the wrong vehicle. So here clear and confident decisions are essential for the safe driving and passing the German driving exam. So as we have discussed with the help of diagram, so if we are coming from the right hand lane, so we will be having the first priority. So here we don't have to wait, we don't have to think twice. So as we are coming from the right hand lane, we will be having the first priority. So for this we can use a simple thinking process. So at every intersection or every unmarked intersection, think in this order. So firstly, we have to check if there are any traffic lights. We have to check if this road is a priority road. And lastly, we have to check if there are any signboards. So if none of them are apply at that particular intersections or a junction, in that case, right before left rule will apply. So that's it from this video. Now you know how to correctly apply the right before left rule at a two vehicle intersection.